I want to understand what you guys mean when you say sole administrator. Does it run the federation alone?
What you mean by sole administrator? It means we are practicing democracy. You understand that this man was voted to be our president. Even if somebody did not vote for him, that the election time has gone. It's finished. Now you have to carry everybody along. Various departments are not working. We constitute a department. Like I am the head of collegiate, but I'm telling you, as at now I'm talking to you, all the points of all what happened in collegiate department, I don't know, has been hijacked by Dr. Asu and some of his allies. And I complained to him time to that number, and he couldn't do anything. And look at the head of finance. In our previous meeting, I discussed and I complained about we can't run a federation without a balance sheet. They say, what do I mean? I said, whatever comes in, we should know as a board. Whatever goes out, we should know as a board. And that is what the Constitution says. The Code of Governance is there. It's been all what we are supposed to do as a board. It's been guided by the Code of Governance. And we understand that you don't want to work with a various department and you don't want to work with the board members. So most of the decision he must be taking, already has been taken before he will send a mail to us, and which is very wrong. We keep on complaining. And constitutionally, we are supposed to hold at least 4 board meetings in a year. That's what the Constitution says is there. It's there in the Code of Governance. But he only holds right from the time we are storing in 2013 to date, we had only 3 board meetings. Only 3 or to 4 board meetings. So what are you talking about?
Okay, I'll get back to you. Stay with us. Stay with us. I'll get back to you. Just stay with us. Let me just get Judge Ashiru talking.
Okay.
Meetings are very, very important because there you meet, you plan. It's just brought up a strong allegation. No meetings of the board members from 2013 till about now, just 4. What's your response to that?
I think it's very important. I think it's very important that I came today. A lot of the things that were said here are misrepresentations. If I had not been in the board of a sports before, then I would say maybe I don't know how things are being interpreted. But I think a lot of this is very wrong. I've just talked to you about this issue of collegiates, all right? There are 5 members in that collegiate department. They are there to assist Mr. Ado.
Mr. President,
please let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Ado will get you talking. Ado will get you talking. Let's just.
This is what happens when we have meetings. You know, it's this communication. You don't let. Everything is down to understanding. These are supposedly all my friends. When I was in board of judo, he was playing judo, so he understands my style of leadership. Now the question is this: there are members of your department. You control your members.
Right.
You call them, you call your meetings. If you call your meetings, you have problem with issues like this.
Okay.
There are at least 2 members of that department who are based, one of them in his own university, that they will sit in the same office. That one said he never even knew he was in that department because no attempt was made to communicate with that person. No attempt was made to communicate with the other party who is in the University of Zaria. So how can I know all of these people? And the person in charge doesn't even know the people in his own department. And we all sat together to form that department and put names. How can I be held responsible for maybe a subunit of an organization that is not functioning the way it's supposed to function? And just like last year it was said, I'm not the type of person that likes vacuum.
Okay.
If something is supposed to happen is not happening, I will make sure that it happens. So that's why I called George Akinola. I said, George Akinola, I'm introducing you to Mr. Ado. You are passionate. Work together. And they had a meeting together, and he came and gave us. Now, from my point of view, I've done my part.
Okay.
I expected that he will, reach out to the man and continue. I have a personal relationship with George Akinola. It has nothing to do with the collegiate department. It's a personal relationship. Friends, colleagues, people who I bought in the martial arts. Okay, let me go again a little bit back to giving people who are outside. Let me give you an example. Referees in this country. For us to do a tournament, we need referees.
All right.
The most senior referees in this country, most of them are not on the board. If you want to do anything referees, who do you use?
Tell me.
You have to use the referees.
Yeah.
You have to use them because of their rank. I cannot tell a board member to go and do a referee job just because you're a board member. So, because we're a technical organization, a lot of technical people do the technical work. And it's not me, it's a structure. Go to the World Taekwondo Federation. The technical committee is headed by a former 4-time world champion. Go to the referee department. It is headed by a first-class referee. You don't just say pick people and put them there because they are politically, they have been, they are political people. It's just the structure.
That's right. Let's get back to Ado now. Let's go back to Kano. Ado Garko is a board member of the Nigerian Taekwondo Federation. Aside being a sole administrator and not carrying members along, there are also allegations of financial misappropriation. What can you tell us about that?
The financial appropriation is, we told him, like I told you, I was the one that raised an issue in our previous board meeting. I said, I raised it in the code of conduct that whatever comes in, we should know. Whatever goes out, we should know. That is, every debit entry must have a corresponding credit entry, and every credit entry must have a corresponding debit entry. We know what we are doing. But we are giving for the benefit of that. We allow him complaining. We told him that we must know. But whatever comes in, we don't know. Whatever goes out, we don't know. That's why we say there's a far play in that place. And you go back to conduct for conduct, he said some even money, if there's any money coming as a sponsorship and this thing, some money should be kept aside for the development of this sport. But nothing like that is happening. So that is why we said there's a lot of far play when you come to finance. And even the head of the finance don't even know anything about what comes in and what goes out. And this one is a chartered accountant, is a banker, is a man of reputable in the financial institutions. That is why we have a combination of respected members in that board. But they actually don't want to work with anybody. He only works with people in Lagos. And Lagos is not only Nigeria.
Now
we all of us come together and voted you in.
We are getting
the Lagos is not the only Nigeria we have. We are all from Nigeria. We are all, I'm representing almost 15 million people. So what will I go back to tell them? That when if there's any problem, we told you we need information. Let's sit down and decide on what we should do. But just actually don't want to listen to everybody.
Do you mind?
So that is why we cannot allow him, we cannot continue, or we cannot allow him to be the captain of the ship. Let's have a change of leadership.
Okay.
Let us have somebody that can take us to the promised land.
Okay, Ado.
Honestly.
Okay, Ado. Thank you so much for speaking to us. I get your point. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We'll get you talking again on our subsequent shows. Let's come to you, Mr. President. He says financial misappropriation is a very serious matter. And he says monies get out of the Federation and even the head of finance is not aware.
But you see, this is also one of the reasons why I said there is misrepresentation. I'm not going to get emotional like my friend. Number one, National Sports Commission does not give federations money. Number two, the president is not a signatory to the account of the federation. So exactly what is there to appropriate and misappropriate? Why is the presumption that if I go to Russia with my money, it's the federation's money?
What's your work relationship with Secretary General?
The Secretary General is doing his job. He's a staff of the National Sports Commission. He's not liable to me. He's liable to the Sports Commission. His job is to provide the Sports Commission, if he's a representative of the Sports Commission on that board. I don't control the finances. There are no finances. Sports Commission has not given us monies to do any of the programs this year. They have not approved any international trip this year apart from World Africa Games.
Okay.
So, what are the operational opportunities? Maybe they do so small seminar. Maybe they do referee course. If they do referee course, it's under the vice president.
All right.
She knows how that one works.
She's head of referee.
I don't interfere. And all the seminars are either under referee or under coaching. And I don't interfere. They did one in Abuja. I wasn't there. I don't interfere. I don't touch money. So, again, you see, one of the challenges we have is misconception, misunderstanding, and not enough attempt by these people to call and clarify.
Okay.
So they come, just a moment, sir. They come into the meeting, they come with a long list of things that they think ought to happen. For example, the person is in charge of finance. There is no, what we have is a marketing commission, a marketing department, which has finance attached to it. What we expect is that department to raise money.
Okay.
It is when you raise money, you cannot come and say, we have raised money, how did you spend it?
All right.
The same chairman mentioned it in that meeting that we have not been able to raise any money. We are sorry. So I'm asking the question, if we didn't raise any money, then what are we accounting for? The secretary said he is the chief accounting officer of the federation. So why are they holding the president responsible for the person who has already said he is the one that is meant to account for money? So there are lots of things. The way the Sports Commission works is not like the way an NGO works.
Okay.
The Sports Commission, they don't give us these powers that people think we have. And a lot of people come into this board, they have a misconception that when you are there, the president is just collecting money to do this. Go and ask all the other federations. We all spend our money. I travel around the various, I went to Kano, to his own university to do a seminar with my money. I went around teaching all the various zones because I just felt, let me give. Let me take time to go around and inspire people. What I don't understand is we have done so many tournaments. We have done so many wonderful things. I don't get commendations for the things we do. They pick out things which, at the end of the day, is a misunderstanding, misconception, and they hold on to that, and they don't even give me an opportunity, as you have given me now, to defend myself.
All right, Mr. President, thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure.
So much coming out of this. We'll monitor the twists and turns, and I will get you talking again.
But
Thank you.
I want to quickly say we are still a family.
Of course.
And
for
these
the good of Taekwondo.
For the good of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.